Maybe 2 more questions. Who do you want to pick?
She translate that?
Watch this. What, you want to see something funny? Penguin diarrhea, penguin diarrhea, penguin diarrhea, penguin diarrhea. Right here, right next to the microphone. I'm so sorry. So we got Kat over here next to you.
Okay.
We're going to have a seat. All right. Normally I will maybe give you all the first question, but I'm going to take the first 2 or 3 on this one. And then I promise to give you time, okay?
This is
1.
fun, yeah.
So you may or may not have a top secret project coming out. And by the way, no one here is taking pictures or recording. It'll never leave Lexington, Kentucky. Ever, ever, ever. There's no way anything you ever say here will go viral.
Everything here stays right here in this room.
Absolutely.
Who is the gas mask guy?
Paul.
Okay, we're here. You opened with the top secret project that I'm doing?
I did, because I'm an asshole.
Is it? So here's what's interesting. First of all, you know we have the same initials, but I'm not related to this man.
You don't know that for sure.
We don't know that for sure. I'm shooting a TV show right now that I've never in my life had to not say that I'm in the show, because usually when you get a new job, they do a big press announcement. But this one is top secret, but it'll be out in February on Apple TV next year. You'll see.
February. I'm excited. You get so many questions about so many movies, and you've been asked them ad nauseum. Can you take a minute to talk about your music?
Oh, that's nice.
You're welcome.
I haven't done anything for a long time musically. Well, I do one-off shows with my band. Is this working?
There you go.
I feel like if I just yell, everyone hears me.
They pretty much can.
So last year we got rained out. I have a little band called Juliette Lewis, and we were about to play Louder Than Life, I think it was last year. And I didn't understand the weather y'all get out here. So we got rained out. But I don't do music as much as I'd like to. I've been doing my day job, as I like to say. But I'm a full-on rock and roller to my core, so that's the kind of music I do.
Yeah. All right. And I've got to ask one more thing, and I promise I'll turn it over to you all. And I know you get this a lot. But can you just talk about your dad, who was one of the greatest character actors of all time? And I mean that with all sincerity. I could sit here and go from Eastwood to the original Saints. I could just keep going, but if you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh,
we don't lie.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. Can we get you?
No, it's a positive thing. Okay, so my dad passed away like 10 years ago. But what's really beautiful is I come to these conventions and so many people will mention his movies. And that was my first introduction to the movie business, was going to visit my dad on his movie sets. And so I was like 8 years old. He filmed, gosh, I don't even remember. But he did. He worked with Clint Eastwood a lot, and there was a lot of like bloodied cowboys and trains that were off the tracks and all kinds of things on a set. And so for me, it was just a great place for your imagination and make-believe. But my dad was a very good dad, very funny man, and he played characters, and so I followed in his footsteps. I like to play characters. I didn't come into movies to play myself.
I'm going to shut that up.
But they were good tears.
Who wants the first question? Introduce yourself and stand right up.
Hello. So one of my favorite movies is The Squid.
Oh, great. Thank you.
And I just wanted to know if you knew how to skate before that, and were you actually trained by roller derby players?
So this is a funny story because in my profession, there's a little saying called "fake it till you make it." And when I first got the call to play this movie she's talking about, it's called Whip It. I play a roller derby girl in it. And they asked me, they're like, does Juliette know how to skate? You know, they talk to you through your agent. Can she skate? And I was like, oh yeah, I skate every weekend. I'm always on skates. I love skating. And I hadn't skated since I was like 11 years old. Or maybe at a birthday party once. But so that was really funny. Anyway, I got, back into skating. And then once I learned, yes, there were a lot of real professional roller derby girls in that movie that made us all look good. And once I learned how to fall and that I wouldn't necessarily kill myself when I fell, then I got a little more brave because we skated the bank track. And, I was padded up. But I didn't take hits, not like those tough girls do. So it was really amazing to work with actual real roller derby girls because they're so athletic. They come from all over, any age, any size, any type of person gets into roller derby just because they want to try out their athleticism. They're badasses. Yeah. Are you in derby?
I am.
Right on.
I met you.
That's right, yesterday.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, say your name again.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Isn't that good?
All right, who's got my next question? I saw you right there, blonde hair, glasses.
My favorite movie you're in is August of St. Jude. Because I really into this dysfunctional thing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know what it was like to work with Meryl Streep.
So Meryl Streep is everything you would want her to be. She's down to earth, she's funny, and you see how incredibly talented she is. We were in a car shooting this car scene, and she's playing this woman who's not friendly, who's all pilled up, who's dying of cancer, and I'm 2 feet from her, and she just transforms. And so it was really special to work with her, and she's one of the greats. Much like De Niro, I got to work with Meryl Streep, so that was really special for me.
Cool. I think it's one of my favorite lines of all time of any movie. It is, if I can't, I'm going to screw it up, but if we could see the future, we wouldn't be able to get out of bed. Is that what it is? How bad did it?
Thank God we can't tell the future.
Thank God
We'd never get out of
we'd never get out of bed.
That's really good. That's
I
Tracy
just want-
Letts.
I know, it's just a fantastic line. It stuck with me for years. All right, who's next? Yes, right there.
Hi. Okay, so this might sound a little crazy, but one of my favorite movies of my formative years was Natural Born Killers. You're like one of my heroes, and I just love that. And I just wondered, like, what it was like making that movie. It was like kind of crazy, and you got to work with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
It was, like, amazing.
Are you Twitter painting him? He's not here. Or is he? Welcome to the stage!
That movie, I almost want to write a book just on that movie because it was so important in my creative development because I got to try so many new things that I'd never done before. So firstly, to play Miss Mallory Knox, I'm just kidding. This is the whole art of acting. I had never shot a gun in my life. And I don't know, maybe once with my dad, but I was very scared. And so I worked with this ex-Army veteran named Dale Dye. That really was his name. And he trained me up on how to shoot guns. And then I got real good at it somehow. And I had a good kill shot like that. So, but we did target practice, so that was really interesting. And I learned a lot. Wow, did you see her? I have so many stories. We worked in a prison. It was a real live prison. That prison it was in St. Joliet. Had been playing Cape Fear the week before I showed up. And So that was, you know, those cartoons when the wolf looks at the turkey and it turns into a steamed platter of cooked turkey. That's how I felt like when I was in prison. So that was interesting. And then I worked with live rattlesnakes. And because there's a scene where me and Woody are pretending to be on mushrooms, and there were real rattlesnakes placed, and then there were fake rattlesnakes. And the cameraman had to walk back, and he was like, "I'm out. I'm not doing this." And then they got another cameraman. He had served in the war, so he was kind of afraid of nothing. And he was like, "I'll do it." But I learned that rattlesnakes are not very deadly when they're cold, because we were in New Mexico and it was freezing. So then I felt safe because they weren't going to attack us. But those are just my little brave, fun stories from that work. I had a blast making that movie. It was really special for me.
I don't care how cold they are.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't thank you.
Yeah.
Is Oliver just as crazy as I think he is?
Oliver is just as crazy as you might have thought he was, but he's gotten very gentle in his older years. I've gotten to see him quite a few times, and I just love him for the freedom he gave me, the trust he put in me to play that wild character. He never turned down an idea I came up with. So a lot of these lines that people quote to me as Mallory Knox, I contributed in the film, and that was real special for me.
That's cool. All right, Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
That's easy enough.
That's a good question.
Holy cow, he's got
favorite
everywhere.
memory from the show Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah, Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
Favorite memory.
I think it was the first time I was shooting with Christina Ricci. So we were filming all our scenes all day long. And her and I, we'd never, we came up together in the 90s. She's a little bit younger than me, so I felt like her big sister. And I just adore her because she's a unique one, right? She's a real original. And so when we were filming all these scenes where we're driving in the car, this is the first season, and her and I would just talk in between takes. We're like, "Oh, did you ever meet so-and-so? Oh, yeah, what were they like?" We would just talk. And it made the day go by. So I just love working with her. She was like a little sister. And then also we did some night shoots where we all, at night, in between setups, that's what you call it when they're setting up the next shot, we played, what's that game? Not Jeopardy. It's a guessing game? Trivial Pursuit.
Yes.
We would just play Trivial Pursuit at night. It was really silly.
Thank you.
I'm not very good at it.
I had a question for you in regards to these strange days. I wonder if you could share with us any of your time that was on that movie, and if that was the inspiration for you starting Juliette Lewis.
Strange Days.
Yes!
Holy cow, you okay?
Thank you so much.
I feel like we've all had a moment.
I really liked that exclamation.
No.
So Strange Days was, I got to sing PJ Harvey. It is so wild when paths cross. We all love this. I can hardly wait and rid of me. So I guess the most memorable thing was singing PJ Harvey, because it actually got me out of my shell, because I was a closeted singer, and it was very personal singing. And so that movie forced me to recognize my voice and use it, but I put the band together probably 10 years after that. I always wanted to be a singer, though.
All right, thank you. All right, yes, you.
All right, Secret and Lies.
Yes.
That's one of my all-time favorite shows. And you portrayed like a more serious, with Andrea. You played Andrea, and so with that, how was it working with like Ryan and Michael, and then going into that, role, being the detective and that very serious.
Yeah, so she's talking about this TV show I did, and I love characters that are so different from myself. So if you can imagine, because you see me here today, I'm very expressive, I guess you could say. And a detective she's very low key, very flat, and you have to come into a place and have authority. it was really interesting to try to play that behavior. I liked that a lot. Of course, I talked to cops and tried to see some of that behavior. I really liked working with Ryan Phillip because we had worked together in a movie called The Way of the Gun that not many people saw, that Benicio del Toro was in, that I really liked. So I had a good time.
If you've never seen The Way of the Gun, you have one of the best opening scenes of any movie of all time. Yeah, where he just punches the lady.
Oh yeah, he punches the lady.
Yeah. You just don't see it coming.
You don't see it, but she's being an asshole.
She's being an asshole.
That doesn't mean we punch ladies.
Yeah, that's true. Or anyone.
Or anyone.
Let's not punch people.
Thank you.
Yes, Santa.
With Gizmo.
I guess, yeah.
Hi.
Anyways, I love the Yellow Jackets, but I was just curious though, what is your favorite character that you played and why?
Ever?
Ever.
I know this is a very hard question. I'll just tell you what's coming up for me right now is the Yellow Jackets. The other sister. The other sister, because Carla Tate, she was just all love. And my niece, so my sister's first baby was just learning to walk and do things. And so I looked at a lot of her developing motor skills. She was part of my inspiration as my niece. Because I played a high-functioning, mentally challenged, and it was a really special film for all of us. And I had also taken a break from making movies, so that was the first film I came back. And Diane Keaton was in that. She played my mom, and she was just spectacular. It's really wonderful when you get to meet one of these original, phenomenal people in show business, and they end up living up to any expectation you might have. And she's exactly as she is, as you'd want her to be, just really joyful and really intelligent, just funny. She's just a funny lady. So I was happy I got to work with her.
All right, let's spread it out. Dude in the back with a hat on? Yep, go ahead. Stand up for me and
Yeah.
use your deep voice.
So, Juliette, one of my favorite things about you is how versatile you are in regards to acting. One minute you can play incredibly vulnerable, the next minute you can be incredibly disbelieving. What would you say is your most emotionally demanding role and your most physically demanding role? And secondly, do you have any memories that you feel like straight from California? That's what
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, and thank you for that high praise. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like variety, and I love people, all kinds of people. I just sort of have always been curious of what makes people tick ever since I was little. And so the most challenging, actually, and this is tough because not everybody sees what you do when you do something, but it was this movie called The Thicket. And it was with Peter Dinklage. It just came out a year ago. It was on Tubi. But that was the first role, like, I completely disappear. I play a cowboy almost that everybody mistakes for being a man. And I had because she had her throat slit, and so I talked really low. What's her name? Now I forget my own character's name. But anyway.
There's a lot.
Wait, what is it? Cutthroat Bill. Yeah, because everyone mistakes her for being a man. So I was like, well, how does that? What's she talk like? And that was a real trip. I did a scene with Peter Dinklage, and even for the first time, I was like, I think I did disappear because I couldn't see myself. So I was like, yes, I did it. So that was neat. And then California. So California, I always think of as my first official character, Adele Corners, and that came from a baby voice. I used to talk to my boyfriend at the time, TMI with.
No, keep going. That's what we're here for.
Okay. Anywho, so just sort of like this more high voice, and I talked to Early in that voice, and then I made it a character. And I love her so much. Actually, the ending of that movie makes me sad because she was sad. She cries. She's a little innocent. I played her like stunted because of trauma. And so I was playing, in my mind, a 9-year-old sweet girl.
Okay, cool. In the back, standing. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Hi. Oh yeah. Okay, so we talked a little bit, but my favorite scene to film. First of all, I love that cast. I love all the girls in that show. Just incredible, special ladies. And one of my favorite scenes was when I explode in the hotel room. She gets upset, and because I wanted to show what a person looks like when they lose their temper and throw a tantrum all by themselves. And this was after the pandemic, and I don't know who lost their mind in the pandemic, but I got to show that level of emotion in a hotel room. And it's not as easy as you think, because these things that I pick up and I break, they're all fake. So we have to pick, because you're trying to do safety first. You don't want anything that can really hurt anybody, like glass. So you're doing something where you know exactly where you're going to move, but you have to make it look like it's chaotic and just happened. And I really liked how that scene came out. And I also was wearing a white face mask. That was my idea. They let me do that. And in TV, they don't always let you do your own ideas, so I was really happy that they let me do that in that scene.
All right.
Thanks.
Oh, dude, right there. Yeah, with the cat. Or do you want? She's answer her question. Oh, didn't you already get one?
Every year we start out our Christmas holiday by watching Christmas Vacation.
Boy, you've never had that brought up to you, have you? Not one time has anyone ever brought that movie up to you.
Yeah, it sets off our whole Christmas holiday. And so, do you have any stories about filming that? Did you have fun? What was it like filming that movie?
Oh, I have a follow up to that.
Okay. So Christmas Vacation, and I'm sorry because we're doing another convention, I forget where, but I think in December, with most of everybody from there, through Chevy and Beverly and Randy. We gotta get Johnny Galucky. He doesn't know the magic of conventions yet. So Christmas Vacation is so special because you can't predict stuff like that. I was 15. I mean, predict that every year I'm going to be in most families have seen that movie, so it's pretty special. And I was a fan of the Griswolds, like the other vacation movies. So to be part of the Griswold tradition was pretty amazing. And Chevy was really kind to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was.
She knows exactly. She can
No,
see
I know
how-
he has a prickly personality from not so much anymore. He just has funny, off-color jokes. But he was really nice to me, and I just think he's an amazing talent. I grew up with a lot of his movies. He was real nice.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm trying to get people I haven't. Yes, with your arm up, and then lady in the pink, I'll be your next, okay? Yes. Yeah, you do. You know, this is your moment. No, not you, Drew. The other one all the way in the back.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
yeah.
stood up with such confidence.
Stand up,
And
and
then
then we'll
he'll
just
get
like, go. One of you go.
You're good,
Younger dude.
younger guy.
Yeah, say younger dude.
You're good.
You're good.
So I'm standing for my mom because she's too scared.
Okay.
Her name's Lucy. She thinks you're a badass. But my thing is, do you have any more stories from Natural Born Killers?
We just watched that this year. You were found out like you have
Oh my
to.
How old are you, sir?
14.
Right on. Well, I like your voice.
We don't win it when we get behind.
Okay, you don't need to
No, I
win.
don't win.
Unless I do it. Just kidding. That was so inappropriate. So inappropriate. Okay. So anywho, wait, you will be next. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Joe, we could take this stand up on the road.
You
Two Lewis's.
You're funnier than me, though.
I don't think so.
Okay, wait. Next word.
Natural
All
born
right,
killers.
did I turn this off?
Yeah. Do you have another story? I mean, I thought we got.
We got to do it at the end of that movie. So me and it's Wayne Gale, who Robert Downey Jr. He the end, and me and Woody, and we're like, you tell him something or other, and then so in the end, back in the day, our sound. So when you film a movie, you have the film and then you have the sound, and they're on these sound reels, and they were sent on an airplane, and they had lost the last 3 days we filmed. They lost the sound. So me and Woody had to come in and look at our faces and read our lips. Oh, she might know how to do this. And remember what we said, because it was all off script. We had to we made up some stuff. So we had to read our lips and then re-record our sound. Because they lost the natural born killer sound things on the plane.
And I'm sure, just like every other actor, you love doing ADR.
That's right, exactly. It was a nightmare, he knows. But we did it. Nobody knew. Yeah.
All right, dude in the back. Yes, you. Follically challenged. There we go. Oh, he's pretty, but ask the question. Mixed nuts.
It's okay. Adam Sandler.
It's your moment.
And Adam Sandler.
I'm sorry.
You
No,
take
don't
your
get
time, bro.
nervous. What was it like filming in that? Yeah. Yes. So, and Parker Posey was in it, and who's the guy? He's famous on
Steve
John.
Martin?
No, Steve. John Stewart. I'm
John
like,
Stewart?
who's John? Of course.
I forgot John
John
Stewart was in
Stewart
that.
was an actor back in the day, and Steve Martin was in it. The great Madeline Kahn.
Oh, do you have a good Madeline Kahn story?
I wish I did. You know, when you're a kid, you don't really know how meaningful things are all the time. So you're just there to do a good job, but you don't know how to take things in. I would have, had I known, I would have went to lunch. I would have made Madeline go to lunch with me. But I remember her from Clue, this movie Clue. I loved her so much. What's the movie where she goes, burning flames?
I was doing it before you did it. Right?
This is my terrible impression.
Flames?
But to answer your question, I had that fake pregnancy pad the whole show, mixed nuts, and then Adam Sandler, he was like my brother. We got along very well. What else? Yeah, Steve Martin, I don't know. We were in on Venice Beach. They were doing the rollerblading. Yeah, I'm glad you liked that movie. Like 10 people saw it.
Great job, Rick. Well, we've
Thank
seen
you.
it. We've seen it. All right, in the pink, in the back. Yeah.
So Yellow Jackets, again, like you said, the gift was amazing. So you know how they give the younger selves versus the future selves, because they were like one that made your younger self was, I mean, the personalities that you guys hang out.
Can you believe
Feed
that?
off your personality.
It was really good casting.
Amazing casting.
Yeah, it was really amazing casting. It's such a testament to how good they were, the producers, and because I'd never known Sophie Thatcher before that, and we naturally thought the same things for Natalie. We listened to the same.
Like the personality.
She said a little bit that she had watched me, but she already had that natural deep voice like that, and we both liked the same musical references for Natalie, so we would just talk about thinking she was probably an artist, and we just made up the same things for Natalie. It was a really organic process. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Where should we go? You do it. You do it. 'Cause every time I do it,
Well, look at this hand. Are we going to ignore it?
I know a lot of you, but keep going.
So the first movie I ever saw you in was What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh,
Okay, that's nice.
Really good timing.
Why did you make that shit?
No, it's just.
I was taking this in. Okay,
No,
go on.
it's nice.
No, I meant it sincerely. Go on.
Yes.
I was just gonna ask, like, how was it working with like Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio, and I forgot the lady's name that played Mama. Like, what was
I don't know her last name. She's really sweet. She had been on an episode of Sally Jesse Raphael. She did a good job. She never acted before, so let's see. There's a line that a lot of people remember from that. But again, most of my career, I would work with directors who let you. It's what's called improv, where you improvise, you make up things, and you contribute to the scene. And a line that I said, or the lady, the mother, she says, "I haven't always been like this," and I said, "I haven't always been like this either." And that was just to show everybody has their difficulties and differences, no matter what they appear like. And so I just wanted to show that kind of compassion and empathy of how that character was. And that was really meaningful for me because I got to play a character that was sort of the calming and sane element of all the people in that movie. Leo was like a little brother to me, even though he was a year younger than me. I felt like he was 5 years younger than me. We were both very young. I think I was 20. He was 19. And then Johnny Depp was a little bit older than me. And I think I told somebody, he used to call me Sid, for Sid Vicious, because my hair was really short and spiky. And so he just showed up one day. He was like, "Hey, Sid." I was like, "I'll take it. I like that nickname." But he was sweet. I had a really great experience on that. And I think that was in Texas. Austin, Texas? Yeah.
All right, Jake,
Yeah.
and then I want to let you.
In Atlanta.
We've got time for maybe like 3 more questions. Jake, right here.
Can we talk about Rodney Dangerfield?
Yes!
Let's talk about Rodney a little bit.
Rodney Dangerfield.
It's a complete 180 of what he normally would play.
Yeah.
How was he on the set?
Okay, so Rodney was really sweet. He was just nervous and like you expect. He was very sober. And he just, well, no, he said that. Like he was, for years, sober. And,
That's how people describe me sometimes.
And he wanted to do a good job. So like, even though it was a crazy dark movie, he's coming up with all these jokes, these horrible jokes, because he's really a horrible dad in the thing. But he came up with half these lines, and he'd be like, "What's this like?" I can't do a Dangerfield impression, maybe. What were you gonna say? Or you say anything else? Okay. And then one time, where I had to jump on his back, and then I think I killed him and put his head in the fish tank. Even though I was little, I had to jump on his back, and he had a bad back, so I felt really bad about that. And he would be like, "Oh, my back." Anyway, I wanted to take care of him, but I didn't hurt him too bad. He was really sweet. I just remember he was kind, and he had a beautiful girl, lady, taking care of him. I should say, a lady, a grown woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we have time for maybe 2 more questions. Who do you want to pick?
She translate that?
What's this? What, you want to see something funny? Penguin diarrhea, penguin diarrhea, penguin diarrhea, penguin diarrhea.
That is incredible. Okay.
All right.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Directly
Pick whoever
down
you
the
want.
center.
Yes, you with the cool leather jacket.
Hi. So, Gilbert Grape was already mentioned,
Yeah.
but my ultimate nostalgic fave that you were in, this might be a bit of a niche one, Enough.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was such a ride or die movie. Like, what was it like doing that? And doing like a movie with that kind of a heavy subject matter, especially.
Well, there's a real story, but I don't say it often. I don't think I can say it.
You can totally tell it. No one here is taking
No.
I've got $5.
There was this scene where I had to like encourage her after she got her face punched, and I personally would have said some different and more encouraging things.
Like what?
Just, I don't know, just not what was there. But I don't know what's in the movie, because I didn't ever see the finished movie. But But let's see, J-Lo was J-Lo at that time. Did she go by J-Lo then? Ish. Yeah, and then she was married to the dancer. She was in.
First time J-Lo has come up in 10 years of me doing this.
But she was sweet, like she was giving her all, you know what I mean? It was a big role for her, and I did it because I wanted to work with the director Michael Apted. He did a documentary, a series called 7 and Up, where he documented people every 7 years. Look into it; it's really special. And then he also did a movie with Jodie Foster called Nell. Yeah, you see that movie? Wow, I love that. So that's why I did that movie, and I'm so happy when people think of me as their best friend from that. Yeah.
All right, one or two more. Who do you want to pick?
Oh, that's too much pressure.
Oh, that's too much pressure?
Back over here.
Okay, which one? Let's
Yellow shirt.
Yellow shirt, and then the lady with the glasses.
Hello.
Hi.
So, I'm gonna bring it back to Yellow Jackets. You said in a previous interview that you feel like Natalie was a regressive character, like her storyline was regressing. Was that commentary on what was planned for season 3, or was that more commentary on how she kind of feeds into Lottie's delusions in season 2, when she did not do that previously?
Oh yeah, I don't know if I use that word because sometimes they paraphrase for you. Did I say regressive? That's not a word I think I would say for her. But let's see. That storyline. Oh yeah, regressive. Yeah. Oh, because she's doing a therapeutic work and looking in her past. Yeah, it was really interesting because I was sort of on a desert island kind of ish in the cult of Lottie's world. And I loved playing with Misty a lot because that's what I knew from the first season, and I really missed that. But a TV series, you can't, I'm not writing it, so I could just go to show up and be game. And yeah, I'm so glad a lot of people really liked that series as much as they did. Yeah, it would be nice if Natalie paid them all a visit in the 4th season, but I don't make those things up.
All right, who's got our last question? Want to do with glasses, sunglasses, or over here? Let's do sunglasses. Let's do sunglasses and one more. We'll do it.
Okay.
We got it.
I just want to say, Julia, you are one of my favorite actresses. You always have been. I've had a lot of that I have been through in my life that I've had to survive, and I've always watched your character, and you were always so strong. And I just made something, an album, a musician, a lifelong singer-songwriter, and it's to be released on November 25th because that is the International Anti-Violence Against Women Day.
Thank you. What is your name? What's the CD? Tell us.
My name is Jamie Sherman. It's called Amaranth, and it has 10 songs. It has the MP3s.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm sorry that I wrote down different ways. If you wanted to contact me about any of it, that you could. But if you don't want to, it's given for you.
I appreciate you saying all that. And but what you just said is like this is my greatest source of what's the word? Joy, pride. My greatest source of what would I say? Something I'm so happy to have done is make people who were once in weak predicaments to make you feel strong, to make you feel seen. And I too have been through a lot, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
All right. And I know they paid me to be the bad guy. She's going to be at her table the rest of the afternoon and tomorrow. If you did not get your question, go get in line, please.
And I'm going to do photo ops. Those are fun.
And then the photo ops are fun. Please stand up and
Thanks
scream.
for You guys are so great. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you so much.